Yes, good morning and welcome to another episode of Tash Talk YouTube edition. So this is, episode 2, actually. And welcome. So I'm just going to give you a bit of a day in the life of me as a coach. We've got a busy day today. We've literally just pulled up at EPI in Jungle for a big upper session. But then, once we've done that, we're going to head down to Dudley to go and watch Lee Bushell on stage. Which I'll go through with you on the way down there. So how we've actually approached his off-season, what we've done during his prep. And I've got to say, his look is absolutely incredible. It's literally, like, his condition is ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. It's so good. So, anyway, less about Lee, more about me. But jokes aside, though, I'm really excited. Obviously, like I said, I'll go through and run through that with you. But just in for a big upper session today. So this year is interesting and I'm really looking forward to it, like from a personal level as well. And it's funny when you're doing videos and people walking past like, oh, you're doing a video? What are you doing in there? I think I'm up to something fucking dodgy. Video. So yeah, we've got the British finals. This is my third attempt at this video, by the way. My third. I've done 2 videos without a microphone and it's picked nothing up. So I'm hoping this has worked. British finals, October. Pro show for PCA, which is exciting. We've had a really good off-season. It's the best look today. I'm sat this morning at 87 kilo. So we're literally swinging between 87 and 88 kilo, which is around about 4 kilo up from when I started prep for the universe. And currently at the moment we're on a health phase. So we're running this health phase for the next 4 or 5 weeks-ish. And we're going to start dieting, in June. And the reason why we're starting dieting in June, because I'm going to America in July. We actually fly on my son's birthday, which is amazing. So the 4 of us are going to America for 2 weeks. We're going to see Rowan's family, which would be nice in Denver and Colorado. So I'm really excited for that. Nice break, something to aim towards and look forward to. But we're dieting for that just to make sure, because in America, you know everything's bigger. So you know that everyone's going to be eating bigger and eating more. So just in case I do get a bit junky, we are just offsetting that, obviously, with a diet going into it, which is fine, and I'm looking forward to it because I actually really enjoy dieting. Off season, however, I don't think anybody enjoys that. The process, obviously, you know yourself, the process is just fucking hard, isn't it? You got to eat, you got to just keep eating and training. You got to eat when you don't want to eat. But this year's progress is mad. Like, I'll put the 2 pictures together of me going into prep for the universe versus me now going into prep for the British finals and the Worlds in Seville. And literally it's night and day. So this is exciting. And obviously when the fancy stuff goes in, my physique just completely changes. So sensitive to it. Obviously when gear goes up, test, mast, a little sprinkling of tren, and obviously your obvious stuff like cleansing your hip so which is, and my body does it literally just explodes on it. So I'm fucking so excited, and it'd be interesting to see, because I know the lads that are competing this year and I know the standard, and it's mega, and it's nice doing the British finals because that's where I got my pro card. So, and I've not done the British finals since. I've just done the universe as a first, let's say, official pro show. So it's so exciting to go back and actually do that. And I'll have clients on stage doing it as well, which will make it really nice. Very excited to do that. And then obviously a couple of weeks later we fly over to Seville and go and do the World Championships. And I've not been to the World since Marcus. Marcus was competing. And Kieran actually won his World Championship there. Marcus came 3rd. So that was it. I think, was that in Malaga? I know it was in Spain. But that was an a fucking great show. That weather was nice too, really, really nice. That was good. And getting 2 top 3s in the World Championship was fucking amazing. One of being in a pro show, and obviously Kieran was disability class, and looked unreal. As soon as he walked on stage, we knew he'd won. So it was fucking really, really good. So yeah, heading over there, and they're the 2 shows for me this year. But right now, I'm going to go and do an upper session, which I'll film and document for you. And then we're going to head down to Dudley and go and see Lee Bushell on stage, hopefully tear it up, because he won there last year and I wanted to win this year. I think we're going to do some damage this year with this physique with Lee, because he's just looking absolutely incredible. So good. Right, time to train. Let's fucking go. Good afternoon. So following on from what I was saying before, we've got Lee on stage. So we're heading down to Dudley now. Me and Lee have been coaching now for, this is our 4th year. And each year just keeps getting better and better. He had a really good season. I think we won 3 shows and then came 5th in the British finals last year. So we're hoping to aim for something very similar, but obviously do really well in the British finals as well. But this year is definitely his best look. And the reason for that is his off season. He had such a productive off season. He did not miss a beat. He literally treated it as if he was a professional athlete. Like, every single meal was accounted for. He still had little bits of life, but also they were factored in rather than just sort of losing his shit. And the amount of muscle he's put on would definitely not been as sloppy. Like, body fat has remained at its minimum it could be, certainly in an off season. So it just shows, because the most simplest of changes have just made like a massive effect. So obviously when we first started dieting, we took him down. So we had an initial cut, so a bit of a chunk, but we had quite a lot of calories to play with. So I think we literally took about 800 off his day, and it just instantly made a massive effect in terms of the way he looked. And then what that allowed us to do going into prep, and similar to mine actually going into the universe, was we was able then to start increasing his food. So I was topping him up like pretty much each week, so doing 2 high days, which then led us on then to actually increasing his baseline, because his high days just wasn't even touching the side. So the more food we was giving him, the better his look was getting. Obviously then it's transferring into the gym, and automatically then you don't feel like you're dieting. It's weird. So we just kept giving him more food, and his dieting was about 3,500 calories. So that's what his baseline calories have been on for the last 3-4 weeks, leading into peak week. So, whoa. That's not me dodgy driving that, by the way. Yeah, sometimes I forget I'm not in the RS anymore. So yeah, and then obviously we've been running little mini peak weeks, because he's been ready for the last 3-4 weeks. So we know exactly what kind of numbers to hit going into his peak week. And this week, I think we've ran nearly 3,500-4,000 grams of carbs, which is absolutely crazy. Like, even last night he was on 500 gram of carb, or yesterday should I say. And this morning, like, he's lost weight again. So like, if Carlsberg did peaks, this would be the one. So best look to date. He doesn't look flat, he looks full. He's absolutely peeled as well, so I'm really excited to see what we can do on stage this year. So we've got quite a few shows as well. I think we're sure we've got shows for the next 4 or 5 months with Lee.
We've got Manchester next weekend.
Got Manchester next weekend with one of your opposing clients.
Sorry.
No, that's the week after. It's 2 weeks.
No, it's not. I'm sure it's next week.
No.
So
Maybe. Yeah, so we've got Manchester next week, and then we've got Liverpool, haven't we? There's a FitX show, then we've got Liverpool after. So pretty much every 2 weeks now we've got shows. Up until I compete at the British finals, which is just nuts. So yeah, plenty of it. We've got the Worlds, yeah, in November. And I think we've got a show before that, the last show of the season for PCA, well, first timers. So it's going to be an extremely busy year, but a really good year. I absolutely love going to shows. I love doing this. Like just driving down and just be on call to clients, like just to ensure everything's all right, and then just seeing them do really well on stage, like is huge. So really excited. And we've got some new athletes on this year, a lot of first timers this year. So a couple of the last year's peoples, and then this year we've got a lot of new ones, haven't we? Like quite a lot. So, and I'm back on stage. You're not. You're next year. Because you've sold me out now to another coach, so
your coach.
to my coach, yeah. I think you get a referral fee for that. I have to speak to Josh about that one. No referral fee at all. So classes. Lee has entered today, so he's doing his short class, and he's also entered his age class. We won't mention his age, 40 odd plus. So yeah, he's doing 2 classes today. So hopefully we can do all right against the young uns, and he can get his Zimmer frame out and then go against the old boys. So yeah, I mentioned before, I touched on it about obviously when we start dieting. Are you dieting in June as well? Just me. You'll probably be dieting for the rest of the year, to be honest with you. So start dieting in June, ready for a holiday in July, which I can't fucking wait for. And then prep starts from the 28th of July, so it gives about 12 weeks to the finals. It's been mint. And then another little holiday in Seville. And weather still be nice and warm as well. Can't fucking wait. So, but yeah, we'll pick this up when we get to Dudley. Yeah, have a look at over here, mate,
right.
in the sun.
Oh, fucking hell. I think that cookie gone right to me head.
Absolutely bouncing, mate.
I can see colours.
I can see sound. Yeah, you look absolutely mint. Tighten up again. Get the flat. What's the glass on the floor, mate?
I tell you what, I've not missed the cramp in the fucking cars when you're fucking on the back like that. He's like that. Oh.
Was you cramping on stage?
Yeah.
Was you? Should open up a bit more for us there, mate. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, good. Mate, fucking hell. Yep. So look at your back, mate. Lean back a little bit more, mate. There, that's it. It's almost like you drive your chest up and then lean back. That's it. Drop the elbows a tiny bit. There. Nice. Mate, that cookie power, mate. I'm telling you.
Oh, don't get it. Viking one. The one that looks like a Viking. Yeah.
You gonna do the run though?
Class, mate. Mega. On. Take one hand off as well, mate, do you? Mega.
Oh my, that's the worst I've ever been to. My feedback from judges, I had the worst audition of anybody in the whole show ever.
Yes, so a little update, just heading back into the auditorium now. Lee is looking absolutely on point. I think we're probably looking at about 4 or 5 maybe in his class. And it looks like it's going to be a decent standard. So honestly, absolutely on point. He's literally peaked, mega. So nothing else to do now apart from sit and watch, and hopefully he does well. So stay tuned.
And face the judges. Favourite abdominal pose.
Nice, Lee.
Applause for these guys.
Thank you. Just stay there, gentlemen.
Oh, Okay guys, we have a result. And to present the trophies for this
Little roundup from today's show. So Lee, an incredible showing, an incredible look, really nice display on stage of his physique, and taking second place in the Masters 40 Plus in a really good lineup. First place looked really good. He had a really nice taper, like he was wide up top. What you'd typically find in, or what you'd look for in a men's physique athlete. So absolutely fair. Lee's condition, like out conditioned everyone on stage. I think it just mainly came down to structure and shape, but he looked really good. And it was a fantastic lineup, wasn't it? It was really good. And then placed second in the open class in physique short. Again, only two in this class, and the guy who won, he looked phenomenal. His posing was mad. Like, he was proper flamboyant, wasn't he? But he looked really good. And I'm sure he had on a pair of Cars Lightning McQueen board shorts on. Why do I feel like I need a pair of them? Imagine me with them on. How to Train Dragon, yeah, or Big Hero 6 or something like that. Huh? Yes. Or James Stephen Pero, there you go. That'd be nice. And I actually got up on stage as well to present awards for the classic physique lads, which was mad. Put me right on the spot though. He went, right, tell me something about yourself. I was like, shit. I said to him as well, I said, you put me on the spot here, mate. He went, oh, just started laughing. I was like, nice one. But yeah, that was quite nice. First time I've actually presented awards to athletes, which was good. It's another side to obviously, rather than being on stage and competing. But yeah, overall, amazing. What an amazing day. We're just on our way back now, aren't we? Yeah. Chinese. So tell Josh though. So we got Lee up in the next couple of weeks, so in 2 weeks' time. He's obviously excited. We've got him in the NABA, and then 2 weeks after that is, oh no, it's 3 weeks after that. Then it's Two Bros, isn't it? But he's peaked today. I'll just run through it quickly. So essentially, I could feed him today. So every 2 hours, I was giving him roughly around about 50-60 gram of carb, and about 20 grams of fat running with it. I actually cut his protein out on meals 3 and above. I think he had around about 5 meals today. And as he got off stage, I gave him a cookie, which again worked a treat. I just started to increase his salt a little bit as well, which gives us that really good, like, lovely look in terms of muscle fullness as well. So it's a great manipulation between using salts and carbohydrates and obviously water as well. And we got it down to a T today. So it was just slight increase as the day was going on. Not to the point of pure saturation where it's going to have the adverse effect, but it worked really nicely. That's the best peak today with him. We've always peaked him well, haven't we? He's always looked in, but definitely the best peak. But obviously the standard again this year is forever increasing and getting better, so can't argue with the placings. And Lee was happy. He had his happy face on, which is the same face as any face he does. So yeah, on to the next show. Big feed for him tonight, a couple of Coronas, and then we'll go straight back into it. And that is the roundup for today's show.